All right. Beers and bets. We're back for trivia.
There we go.
After week 18.
I'm back to take it over again.
So, Brad, you won trivia last week. It was hosted by Jimmy.
So you're up first. I'm
trying to avoid back-to-back losses here.
3 dice here. I got 3 dice, just regular.
High number wins. I want at least
highest
1-6.
Number wins.
I need at least 1-6 here, man.
Oh, baby.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Oh, baby.
There's a 6 right off the bat.
6.
5.
4.
6. Oh, it's going to be a tough one to beat.
Holy shit. I couldn't believe it. When I spun it in here, I was like, we should start playing craps out of this.
That would have been a great Yahtzee.
We should start
roll.
playing craps out of this with this thing.
The crock pot is magic.
The crock pot. All right, Jim. I'm trying here, man.
If I get 666, I think I lose, though, because then I feel like I'm going to die.
Nah, you're close, though.
4, 9.
5, 4, 5. Okay. So decent rolls. Matt goes first.
Yep.
Take it.
Trying something new.
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
Let's go.
Starting off with TJ Watt. We're all rooting for him to beat Strahan. He tied him, but he played in one less game.
Right.
We all know before Strahan, it was Gastineau. That was kind of common knowledge, I felt like.
I did not.
Who? Okay. Well, I had talked about it a lot yesterday on the mic, so I didn't want to feel like I gave it away one side or the other. Who after Gastineau has 22? So which one of these players has 22 sacks? Is it A, Jared Allen, B, Reggie White, C, Aaron Donald, or D, Lawrence Taylor?
I'm going to go Aaron Donald.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
So Jimmy, you have Jared Allen, Reggie White, or Lawrence Taylor, 22 sacks.
I know Strahan. He beat Reginald or whatever the fuck you said.
Yeah.
What were can you name 3 more again?
Jared Allen, Reggie White, or Lawrence Taylor. So it's basically like which one of these guys tied Gastineau?
Yeah.
Before Strahan broke it.
I'll go LT.
Incorrect. You guys actually took the 2 lowest. Donald and LT, their highest they've had is 20.5. Reggie White had 21 in a season. Jared Allen had 22.
Jared Allen really had a 22 sack season.
Yeah. Justin Houston also had a 22 sack season with the Chiefs, but I left him off.
Because I had a question similar to this, which is frustrating way back when. Dude.
About that's kind of strange to me to hear that Jared Allen had 22 sacks in a season. I mean, I know he was good. I just don't remember him having 20 sack.
Quietly
seasons.
Doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So skunked there. On to Jimmy. Austin Eckler tied Jonathan Taylor with 20 touchdowns this year. In 2017, Austin Eckler went undrafted. Which is the most recent undrafted running back to score 20 touchdowns? Is it A, Arian Foster, B, Joe Perry, C, Priest Holmes, or D, LeGarrette Blount?
Oh, that last one is annoying as fucking hell, dude. I'm going to go with Arian Foster.
That is incorrect.
I'm taking LeGarrette Blount. I'm taking Blount.
That is also incorrect.
Damn it. I thought he had 20 that year with the Pats.
No. Let's go.
Damn.
It was in a playoff game that he started lighting it up.
Priest Holmes did it
Priest
2
Holmes,
years.
I just thought
he's the last to do it. Foster never got there. Yep.
I thought that Blount 1 year with the Pats, Blount had a ton of touchdowns. Damn it.
All right. So skunk so far. We'll keep rolling.
Okay.
So, Matt, one of your favorite quarterbacks, since this is
Herbert?
your question,
Herbert?
Patrick Mahomes. The list is long. I won't let you guess. We'll be here a while. Mahomes has played in 63 games now. He just won his 50th game. We're talking regular season here, regular season. Who was the only quarterback to get to 50 wins in the NFL faster? Is it A, Russell Wilson, B, Ken Stabler, C, Tom Brady, or D, Warren Moon?
That's tough. Why is Warren Moon in there? Did he have a really good start?
Well, I emphasized NFL because if you remember, he did start not in the NFL.
Yeah.
So he kind of came in as a vet.
So could be. Yeah. And when you say faster, it's by the amount of
games
starts.
Played. Less games started. Yes.
Yeah. So it's Stabler, Moon. Stabler, Moon. What are the other two options?
Wilson and Brady.
I guess it could be Wilson if they were that good for. It can't be Brady because they just weren't that good right off the get-go. Fuck.
He's doing the top trick here.
I'm going to go.
Trying to help narrow it down.
I'm actually just going to go with kind of a wild card guess, and I'll say Warren Moon just because I really don't know. But yeah, I'll go with Warren Moon. Let's take a stab.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
So, Jimmy, you have Russell Wilson, Ken Stabler, or Tom Brady.
In my opinion, it's either Stabler or
Wilson, right?
No,
but Brady's teams weren't that good off the bat.
NFC West was pretty competitive, and then Brady went on to have one of those runs where they didn't lose a game at home or whatever it was in the regular season for like 19 in a row.
I don't know if that was that early in his career, though. I
mean, it was 03. It was like right around there. Yeah, it was when they went back to back, which was like 04, 05. I'm going to go Brady.
That's incorrect.
Fuck.
It's Ken Stabler.
Damn it,
in 62 games.
It was one of those old guys. I just picked the wrong fucking one, man.
Matt, and I thought for sure when Matt took away Warren Moon, I thought you might go Stabler for sure.
Yeah.
Brady, it took him 65 games to get 50 wins. It took Russell 69 games to get 50. But Kenny Stabler took 62.
Kenny the Snake. He was a big drinker. He was a big drinker.
Cheers
to fucking Kenny.
He was. Yes. Anytime we can work that in the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
so
boys.
We're still striking out. All right.
Striking out so far. All right. So it's kind of a big receiver year for the rookies again. Waddle, Kyle Pitts, and Jamar Chase all went over 1,000 yards, which ties a record for 3 rookies having 1,000 yards. What year was this record initially set? It's the only other time it's happened. 2014, 2016, 2018, or 2020?
This is Jimmy's question, right?
Correct.
Take a stab at it, Jim. Good luck.
14, 16, 18, or 20. When was the last time we had 3 rookies go over 1,000 yards receiving?
What are the years?
14, 16, 18, 20.
18.
That is incorrect.
2014, Mike Evans, Odell Beckham Jr., and who else was it?
Are you going to nail the third?
No.
I know it. Kelvin Benjamin.
All right. He's still really
Kelvin
good,
Benjamin.
Isn't he?
I think he might have got a tryout this year, but
yeah. He was supposed to play tight end for somebody this year.
Yes, the Bills. I think the Bills brought him in to maybe play tight end.
But I know that because it was Mike
too fat
Evans.
for them even. Yeah, but it was.
I didn't
Mike
know that
Evans.
was the right answer because it was Mike Evans' rookie year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on the board.
Well, since you're such a big Mike Evans fan, and I love the Bucs so much, this next question to Jimmy.
This is for me. No, this is to me first.
This is you? Okay, well, perfect. Even better. Mike Evans went over 1,000 yards again this season. Just barely, but he did it. He's gone over 1,000 yards every season since his rookie year in 14. So that's 8 years straight. That's the longest ever to start a career.
That's right. Nobody's ever done it.
Besides Jerry Rice, who is the only other player with a streak longer than 8 years ever in their career? Doesn't have to be the first 8, just 8, whenever.
Anytime.
Is it A, Torrey Holt?
With what?
B,
8
with
years.
1,000 yards receiving.
Over 1,000 yards receiving. So you need more than 8 years, 1,000 yards receiving. Is it A, Torrey Holt, B, Tim Brown, C, Marvin Harrison, or D, Larry Fitzgerald?
Damn.
Holt, Brown, Harrison, Fitzgerald.
Go Torrey Holt.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
That ain't right. Yeah, I knew that.
All right.
Fucker. I wanted
so we are down.
This is fucked up, dude, because I did research on a similar question earlier in the year.
I know what you
mean. I can't piece it all back together.
Into this with both of you now.
Yeah.
All right. So over 1,000 yards, in more than 8 straight.
Years in a row. Yeah, okay.
And who's done it more than Evans? Tim Brown, Marvin Harrison, Larry Fitz.
All right, so it's either one of the last two. And I think I have to go Marvin Harrison because I don't think Larry Fitz had a quarterback to do it.
Yeah, but Marvin might have killed a guy mid-season.
I'll go Marvin.
Shit, that is incorrect.
Damn.
It's Tim Brown. He's the only other.
That would have been my last guess.
Jerry Rice had a streak of 11 years. Brown had 9, and Evans now is at 8. And all the other guys had 8 except Brown. He had 9. Well, shit. All right. Fuck. Maybe
there's still 1-0 here.
Boys.
No, I like it. I like them being difficult.
Yeah, this is better.
I actually really do.
All right. Well, we'll keep it with the kind of the records talk though here. So, Cooper Kupp, he couldn't break Calvin Johnson's receiving record, but he did hit the Triple Crown for catches, yards, and touchdown. Who was the last receiver to do this?
Jerry Rice.
No. Do you want to hear the answers? Because he didn't even make the 4.
I think this is Todd's question, actually. I think this question's Todd's first anyways. Yeah. So hopefully I might have spoiled. I might have fucked myself over.
You did not. That's not even one of the options. Because as I said, who was the last receiver to do this?
Jerry Rice.
to get the Triple Crown. Henry Ellard.
Who?
Hilliard.
Lane. Yeah. Okay. So, and also, last receiver to have the receiver Triple Crown. Was it Julio? Was it Marvin Harrison? Was it AB? Or was it Steve Smith?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Julio doesn't score fucking touchdowns. He would never get that.
Marvin Harrison. Julio, Marvin Harrison, AB, Steve Smith.
Just 1 year where they let it and everything.
Yeah,
receiving, receptions, and touchdowns.
Like the baseball Triple Crown is, so they lead in receptions, in yards, and in touchdowns.
Right. Julio, not Julio, in my opinion.
Yeah. Matt was doing some of that earlier too.
Down again, though.
Yeah, Julio Jones, Marvin Harrison, Antonio Brown, Steve Smith.
It's got to be AB, right? He had those good years in Pittsburgh, right? I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help you out and make this competitive.
Not Julio B. Who's B?
Marvin Harrison.
God, it's such a tough one with him, right? I'm going Marvin.
He's going to burn you twice. No Marvin.
Steve Smith, let's go. Steve Smith, put it on the board.
It was Steve Smith.
Fucking go.
AB and Julio had led in catches and yards, but nobody's done it since Steve Smith. Otherwise, you got to go back to like Jerry Rice and then way far for that. Well, fuck. All right. What we got? We got 2 to go here. So Todd still has a chance to tie it up, and I'll come up with something.
2-0 lead. This question goes to me first.
To you, yes. Sticking with the receiver trend for one more here. So Justin Jefferson now is the record for most receiving yards through 2 seasons with just over 3,016 yards. He's also still 22, which is kind of crazy in terms of like all-time records, if he keeps it going. But which of these receivers had the most yards through their first 2 seasons? Because he set the record, so which one of these had the most?
Mm-hmm.
Is it A, Jerry Rice, B, Randy Moss, C, Odell Beckham, or D, Anquan Boldin?
I'm going to go with Randy Moss. It's an obvious answer. It's probably too obvious, but I got to go with Randy Moss.
It was a little too obvious. It's incorrect.
Yeah.
So A, Jerry Rice, A, Jerry Rice, C, Odell Beckham, D, Anquan Boldin. Who had the most yards in their first 2 seasons? Because Jefferson is the record with 3,000. But which of these 3 guys left had the most yards in their first 2? Incorrect. It was actually Odell.
See, everybody hates him so much now. He wouldn't even been an option.
He had 2,700. He had just a little bit more than Randy. Jerry had 24. Anquan had 13, but then I don't know if injuries or what in the last game then.
Yeah.
Or in the next season. But he only had like 600. But yeah, he had a crazy rookie year. Well, we'll do the last one. It's here. Fuck it. Because I know Matt will be all happy it's another Bucks one. Because Matt,
this one goes to Jimmy first. So let's test him on some Bucks knowledge.
At least you get to listen to it.
Yeah,
that's I feel like. So, Tom threw for a little over 5,300 yards, the most ever in his career, the 3rd most ever in the league. He now has 2 seasons of passing for at least 4,900 yards. Which other quarterback has accomplished this feat? So which one of these guys has thrown for 4,900 twice?
Mm-hmm.
Is it A, Patrick Mahomes, B, Peyton Manning, C, Tony Romo, or D, Matt Stafford?
Ooh, my first thing that came to mind isn't even an option. Okay.
I cut some of the obvious ones.
Mahomes, Romo,
Manning, Stafford.
And what's the question?
What other quarterback has thrown for at least 4,900 yards at least twice in their career?
Oh, just twice in their career. Okay, so Manning. That's tough. I'll go Manning.
That is incorrect.
I'm going to go Stafford because I feel like Mahomes has missed games here and there.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Good round for Matt there.
All right.
Stafford has 2.
I can't lose 2 of these trivias in a row.
Drew Brees was like the clear-cut guy.
That's
and the other current player that's done it is Big Ben has done that 4,900.
There was a couple of years where the Steelers were just throwing the shit out of the ball. They didn't even care about the run game.
Well, and the big thing was 5,000 because it hasn't happened as much. But if you drop it to 49, it makes the question better. But
okay,
yeah, they are a lot. I mean, Culpepper got close to that when we were doing.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised.
Culpepper's probably done it at least once.
You're probably no, like for 4,900, I think you're talking 25 guys or less ever.
Yeah,
it's not as common as I think we all feel like it might be.
Yeah, because I knew Breeze had done it a couple times.
Oh, he's done it, I think, like 6 times or something crazy.
So good round of trivia, first off. But
all right.
We already got the game going on now. It's Alabama is winning 9-3, middle of the second quarter. But let's give our picks for the college football championship here. Because I don't even give too much of a fuck about college football, but I do watch this game every year, and it usually is a great game.
Yeah, they have been good. I like Bama. The money line is what I put my bet on.
Yeah, Bama as a dog is tough to, stay away from.
Nick Saban that much time. And
yeah. I like seeing new teams win that haven't really done it in a long time. So I'm going to take Georgia and parlay it with the under.
That makes sense. That's why you pick a new team every week for football because
it's all new experience.
The Bucks win all the time, and the Bucks win so much that I can't really keep it with just them. I need some teams that haven't won often. The Bucks are a perennial, just fucking Super Bowl contender for the last 20 years.
Jesus.
So Why would I stick with just them?
You're running viewers off here. They're taking advice from a guy that thought the Bucs have been perennial contenders for 20 years.
I was making a fucking sarcastic joke.
I hope we can cut that out of the mix here.
Oh, we'll have Grams, get on the edit.
Gramsy, cut that out.
Help
that out. Turn the camera off.
God damn it, Gramsy.
I'm shutting it down.
Yeah.
Right.
She and John Taft.
But I like Georgia parlayed with the under. That gets you plus 230 odds. The game is low scoring in the first half. College football can get crazy at any time. Yeah, I like Georgia in the under. I already placed a decent wager on it.
So. I didn't even look to see what the odds are, but to MVP of the game, I'm going Jamison Williams, receiver for Bama. He's from Cardinal Ritter. That's like a high school 10 minutes north of where Tottenham. It's a 10-minute drive for us from where we live. And he's a transfer actually from Ohio State that came to Bama this year, and he has just torched everybody.
I've heard, because he was like at the bottom of Ohio State's depth chart, and now he's all of a sudden like risen above all those guys. He reminds
me of Devonta from last year, who a guy that won the Heisman. So
he's a slimmer guy too,
very very skinny, very slight, but still it's Saban, and Saban has him out there as a gunner on the punt team, even though he's the best receiver weapon in the nation. He's like, no, we're gonna hem him back deep. You're out there for it. I don't give a shit.
You know what?
Well, you know what? You know what? Found a spot for you.
You say that, but it brings up a shitty memory for me because actually, at the start of this season for the Bucs, I know we don't talk about the Bucs enough on this podcast. So here's another.
Definitely not.
Yeah, but I only did like 3 trivia questions on them for you.
With the Buccaneers, Carlton Davis is the Bucs' obvious number 1 corner. He got hurt playing gunner on punt coverage early in the season. And I was like, why is Carlton Davis our number 1 corner being a gunner on the punt team? Had they run into all their corner
issues at that point yet? Like the secondary, had they all start getting hurt?
That was kind of the first one to fall, was the top one. But again, why?
They were still counting on
they had the depth
guys.
At the point.
Yeah, they didn't realize. They probably got him out there now.
I just think it's more important to have that cog in the defense than to fucking cut 5 yards off a punt return.
Yeah.
I agree. Somebody else how to do a good job at it.
Roster construction is huge in the NFL. I mean,
that happens, but then he goes down there and gets a hit, knocks that ball loose, and then it's like, God, it pays to have
a double-edged sword.
Well, I've never seen that
Jimmy.
part of it happen, though.
Jimmy, you're exactly right, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you don't want it until you need it, and then it happens, and you're like, God, I'm so like Bill Belichick. He's the king of it with that one fucking number 18, Matt or whatever his name is.
Slater, Matthew Slater,
which is a great player.
He's got some decent genes. His dad was just Jackie Slater, Hall of Fame left tackle for the Rams. No big deal. He might be the last guy to ever go into the Hall as a special teamer.
Yeah, but he should too. Honestly, we've seen him make enough plays in the last.
I hope he does.
And he's only been in the league for it, dude. That's all we know him for.
Right.
We don't see him out there doing anything.
But he has the longevity. I know Tasker didn't make it, but Tasker didn't play as long as.
Yeah.
He's won so many Super Bowls. It's just.
It almost sounds like a stupid comparison, but you could compare all the players Slater has made for the Patriots to what Devin Hester used to do with the Bears. And
that's a good question.
Yeah. Hester's plays were bigger and more of highlights, but Slater's probably made more of the same type of plays on special teams
without anyone even
impact the game.
Right.
And no one even knows.
Nobody even cares that he was the one that did it,
Right.
To pin him down at the 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. To get a good field position or anything like that, or draw a dumb penalty on a guy, any of that shit, it goes unnoticed and that's where Belichick he just puts the hood up and is like, we go underneath, they're back.
We pay this guy $800,000 or $1.5 million a year, and he makes a play every game that makes a difference.
The Patriots are back to being what started the fucking dynasty because they're completely incognito. They could go out and shit, and people wouldn't be like, oh my God, unless it's a giant, the
Mac Jones is built like us. He is not a jack
That's
guy.
What I mean, dude.
Honestly, I might be in better shape than Mac Jones.
He's not physically imposing. I mean, you got to
You
have a
weren't
little
even in
girth
good
on
enough
you to
shape to
survive those
podcast
guys.
last
Yeah.
week, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You couldn't talk for 40
From
minutes.
Wednesday
dude.
through Sunday, you couldn't
Yeah,
handle it.
you
So
fucking.
I
Mac
was
Jones
so-
would rally. Mac
I'm not
Jones
trying to
would
be the
rally.
best at exercising now.
Yeah, I
You know?
love that too, man.
I'm trying to be
Neither
the
is
best
Mac
at
Jones.
podcasting. And I wasn't in
Mac
shape.
Jones.
I wasn't in shape to podcast this
Yeah.
weekend, so I had to call in sick.
I was like
No.
5 hours ago.
Yeah.
Me and Todd, we've calloused up our livers. We're ready to go for this
Yeah.
shit. We're built for
That's
this.
what my mom
mean,
wants to hear.
I just hope our
Oh,
livers
yeah.
hold up. I hope our
That'll-
livers hold up. I
that'll
know I
help.
give mine a little bit of help,
We'll be all
depending
right.
on the week
Yeah, right.
or the day.
Let's wrap this up and watch this championship game.
Yeah.
Man. This shit's gonna get epic.
Yeah, we're about to hit the halftime show.
Yeah.
Let's wrap up there. Thursday preview, though. We're going to do a playoff bracket for the NFL.
Yeah.
So we're going to structure it a little bit like a March Madness bracket.
Right. You get points
You
for
know,
each win.
You get 2 points for a first round guess correct, 4 points for a second round guess correct, 6 points for a NFC or AFC championship game correct, and then 8 points. We can even make a correct Super Bowl winner 10 points. Because if you pick your Super Bowl winner right, it should have a big
Give you a
Yeah.
chance.
impact
Give
on
you a
winning.
chance. Yeah.
So
Right
We'll
on.
do that
dude, I'm excited
Thursday.
for that one.
we'll do that Thursday, and then we'll be previewing every single playoff game. We'll go through them all. Right.
on. Yeah.
So that's
That'll be
Thursday's
fun
agenda.
too, man.
All right.
Get into that shit.
Well,
Looking forward to it.
Cheers, y'all. It's good to be back with you.
Oh, yeah.
boys. We'll be back.
To the playoffs we go.
Yep. On to the playoffs.
Thanks to Mo and Seahawks for joining.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Fuck
it.
it.
Yep.
Cheers to Mo and Seahawks for filling in for me when I was a pussy.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers,
All
boys.
right. Later, y'all.
Later.